Hello everyone. Today's topic is this universe evil? If God exists, is he evil? Was this universe designed to make us suffer? For the sake of this video, let us briefly define good and evil. In my view, good is something that contributes to our well-being or happiness, evil is the opposite, makes us suffer, fear and so on. Now, let us assume that God exists, and he is omnipotent and omnipresent as religion state. Omnipotence means God is all-powerful. This means God has supreme power, and has no limitations. Omniscience means God is all-knowing. This means God knows everything, including the past and the future. God created the universe as we know it. The universe has lots of evil in it, as you might be aware of by now. So, this means that God is evil? Be aware that we live in a universe where you, and anyone you love can die at any moment, for any reason, despite their importance to you or others. Adding to this, you all know we all gonna die, suffering and death is predestined, right from the start, we can only observe and suffer, for us, and the others. Personally, I couldn't conceive any type of hell worse than this, even if it was my job. I have asked this question to religious people, a lot, but I never got any satisfactory answers. I will summarize some of the answers I got, and debunk them one by one. Number 1. The devil is the evil on earth. It is not God's fault that the devil practices evil on us. Okay. But if I'm not mistaken, the devil was a fallen angel, created by God, in a reality also created by God. Isn't God's fault that the devil came to existence in the first place? Number 2. But God gives free will to everyone, as he gave to the devil, otherwise God would be a tyrant. Okay. 2 things I find disconcerting here. So God prefers to give freedom to one entity, the devil, for him to make all the evil he wants, at the cost of the freedom of all humans who do not want to suffer and die? Why is the devil's freedom more important than ours? Moreover, how do earthquakes, meteorites, volcanoes, and all natural disasters contribute to freedom? If these disasters didn't exist, would we be less free? Number 3. Good cannot exist without evil. God created evil so that we could also experience good, otherwise it would be impossible, and boring. I cannot agree to this argument at all. It is true that we, humans, made of flesh and bones, weak and dumb, cannot conceive a world where good exists without evil. In our perspective, yes, the world would be extremely boring if we only had good. However, God is not human. As your religion states, God is all-powerful and all-knowing. Which means he knows how to create a universe having just good, where no evil needs to exist for us to enjoy good, without boredom. I will go to the extent of saying this. We know that 1 + 1 = 2. But if God decides that 1 + 1 = 5, then it would, period. How? How can 1 + 1 be 5? In which reality? You ask. Well, I don't know, I am not God, but he knows. And in such situation, if you performed that calculation, you would get 5 instead of 2, every time you summed 1 + 1. This is what it means to be all-powerful. If God wants the sky to be brown, the sky would be brown, despite all the physics we know. So, if God can do this, why not create a universe where only good can exist without evil, and still keep maximum freedom to everyone? I can only conceive 3 possible answers to the question, is God evil? 1. God is indeed evil, and he wants us to suffer. 2. God is not that powerful and knowing after all, and we made the mistake of interpreting his immense power as being all-powerful. 3. God does not exist. For our own good, I would opt for option 3 because, to me, it looks like the best-case scenario, given the choices we have. Actually, everything we humans interpret as evil, is in fact, in some way or another, related to an abstract phenomenon, known as entropy. Entropy is for us, at the same time, a blessing and a curse. Without entropy, we could not exist, but because of it, we will also suffer, and die. I will leave a link in the description, with a video that makes an amazing job at explaining what entropy actually is. In contrast to what some of you might think, it does not represent chaos, or disorder. I invite you to watch that video until the end, you will learn a lot. I hope I have gave you some food for thought. Also, you can find the transcription of this video in the description below. See you soon.